Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is George, and in today's video, I want to talk about how people fell out of favor with Katy Perry. So if so um TLDR, over the month of April, she participated in she was a part of a a short trip to space. Um, the space shuttle rocket. I don't know. Its name is the Blue Origin NS-31 mission, which is made by which is made by uh, I don't know, maybe NASA. Correct me. Um, so yeah. She participated in this short trip to space in an all-female group. It was all the whole crew was all women, and and just like and the whole point of this whole and it was led by Lauren Sanchez. She was the leader, essentially. This is what I kind of or or maybe people understood it as. So yeah, like I said, all of them went to space for approximately 11 minutes, but but because of how obviously it was kind of but because it was but because of but due to reasons and also the fact that it's this whole thing is expensive. This it was Katy Perry's stunt was seen as tasteless, and she received a lot of criticism, um just for for her unconsideration of the fact that of the struggles of of the people of just average people, that and and obviously the other person who kind of who also kind of received some backlash is Gail King. Both of them definitely received a lot of backlash, I would say. And yeah, it, it was it was tasteless, it was gaudy, and it was not considerate of the uh, uh of the reality the everyday person faces. um Footage from the duration, when both Katie and Gail were up there. Well, mostly from Katie. Uh, you can basically kind of like uh, it was basically or rather maybe I want to mention that she also mentioned her tour her tour later, which was also perceived as in poor taste for very uh, obvious reasons. It does not also help the fact that during the during the time she was in space on the I assume there was a live stream. You can see she was holding a daisy, which the daisy symbolizes uh, resistance and resilience. But but mostly it was a sim. It was both. It was. meant to kind of symbolize her daughter, which has the same name, which was also kind of perceived as uh, in in poor taste and in personal gain. Obviously, this also does not help the fact that Perry's single woman's world, where it was supposed to aimed as a feminist anthem, but it was um, meant with but it was perceived very superficially, and it was outdated with imagery of Rosie the Riveter and bedazzled power tools. And uh, one critique that stuck out from my research was that it was considered a regressive pseudo empowerment, which I don't know. You can extrapolate whatever you want out of this. Um, you can extrapolate whatever you want out of this statement or whatever. Um, this also does not add to the fact that Perry's recent album 134 has been wildly panned by critics, and many describe it as a painfully dated and lacking any personality whatsoever. And and it was dated with and not in up to date with current music tastes, and obviously uh the usual criticisms alongside those ones. So yeah, also I want to mention that she was accused she kissed the uh I I don't know if this is important to mention, but like she kissed a 19-year-old on the show American Idol. And in 2019, she was also accused of sexual misconduct for by her teenage dream co-star, which Josh Kloss, who appeared in the music video for her song. So yeah, all of this, taking all of this information into account. So what can I well extrapolate from this? Um, I would say if I have to say, Katie is receiving most of the criticisms. Gail King, on the other hand, um, yeah, yeah, she's also kind of receiving it, but yeah, but yeah, to a lesser extent, I would say. Um, one thing that has to be mentioned is that saying just promoting the fact that just there are certain situations where I think it should be held with a level of professionalism and the fact that it was and the when we're talking about something from when we're talking about a occasion like a situation or something like that, that is like a a going to space for 11 minutes in a shuttle. You have to realize that there you have to keep a level of professionalism, and not say something stupid, because um, mo- most of the criticism I would say Gail King is receiving is for the stuff that she's saying after both Katie and Gail landed back, um, but but yeah, Gail is going by with only just the stuff she's saying, but Katie in this situation, she is the one who did most of these most of these stunts, and yeah, it was in poor taste, and I believe it should have been held with the level of with the level of professionalism, considering there was also the I think the scientist Aisha Bowie was on the shuttle. She and Yeah, even I mean, just yeah, even the other girls, even the other Vietnamese girl, she both of them, yeah, their first time in space, or rather maybe those 11 minutes are gonna be, I assume, remembered by both of them as being a marketing stint by Katie herself to market her um to market her tour. I assume to market her tour later next month. So yeah, um so yeah, this is so yeah this I think this is a situation. Like I said, it should be held. It should have been held with a level of professionalism, and I don't know if the shuttle was even made by NASA. Correct me if I'm wrong. Any even if it was, again, it should have been held with the level of professionalism. But yeah, um, it happened. What happened? Whatever happened happened. Um, it it will have some effect on Katie herself, not so much on Gail. Um, because if we are comparing whoever did the if we are comparing the amount of stupid stuff each person said, I will say that Gail can go by with just or rather how much each person stup how many stupid things each person did. I will say that Gail can just go by with the statements she said after both of them landed, but I would say Katie did a, a lot of stupid things just one after another. So yeah, it should have been held with a little bit of professionalism. So yeah, thanks so much for watching. Please like and subscribe, and I will see you in my next video. Goodbye. Goodbye.